this channel, at one point said, where is your retired Lieutenant General Winston Sikauke Mapranga? Because I cover everything that I think is of public interest, and he is not mine. I check. If I think it is of public interest, then I bring it on this channel. So, retired Lieutenant General Winston Sikauke Mapranga, because his account has posted, and according to my analysis and views, this account always projects what the retired General Chiwenga, the mind of the retired General Chiwenga faction, and the information on this account is usually shared at a page that is managed also by Nox Chivero, which is called the Blessed Geza Revolution. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button, so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. For quite some time, I will be on this desk sharing with you what was happening today. But before I do so, let me actually announce that this year you should bookmark this. On the 11th of August, that is 2026, I'll be releasing an EP album. You need to go to my page. It's written Hlonipani Ncube. Hlonipani Ncube is a musical page, and you follow that page. An EP album is coming on the way. It's a live recording, so which means there would also be videos of that particular album. So on other social media platforms, you can pre-order the album already at the moment. So you just search for Hlonipani Ncube and follow me wherever you find the name, or on whatever platform the album is going. It's an EP album, an extended play album. It's going to be distributed on all platforms. So once again, it's Hlonipani Ncube. If you go to that page already, there is an album I released last year. You have to subscribe and support that page. More is coming. So back to the story that made me to switch on the live feed. So retired Lieutenant General Winston Sikauke Mapranga says they have undertaken a consultation internally within ZANU PF, and according to him, almost all the provinces of ZANU PF believes that retired General Chiwenga is the right candidate to take over from Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. I'll be reading to you what he has shared. It's quite a lengthy statement. It says, as a servant of this party and nation for many decades, I write to you today not as an outsider, but as one who has walked the corridors of our liberation struggle and witnessed the evolution of our revolutionary project. It is from this position of experience and loyalty that I share these observations. Having engaged with comrades across all 10 provinces over recent months, a pattern has become evident, one that speaks to the maturity and collective wisdom of our party structures. The feedback from Manicaland, Mashonaland Central, Mashonaland East, Mashonaland West, Maswingo, Matebeleland North, Matebeleland South, Midlands, Bulawayo, and Harare reflects a consistent narrative. The consultations concluded through proper party channels have revealed the following collective wisdom. All 10 provinces have demonstrated remarkable unity in identifying the qualities needed for the next phase of our national journey. Leadership credentials: there is broad recognition of the importance of liberation war credentials, combined with proven governance experience and unwavering loyalty to ZANU PF ideals. The name of General Retired Dr. C.G.D.N. Chiwenga has been consistently highlighted across all provincial reports as embodying the leadership qualities required at this critical juncture. Districts have echoed provincial sentiments, indicating genuine alignment rather than imposed direction. Having served alongside many of our liberation heroes, I recognize the weight of this moment. The endorsement we are witnessing are not the product of factional maneuvering, but rather the organic expression of party members who understand the stakes before us. General Chiwenga represents continuity, stability, and the revolutionary consciousness that has defined our movement since 1963. To all party structures, I offer the following counsel: maintain discipline, continue to operate within established party protocols, and avoid any actions that could be misinterpreted as factional. Listen to the grassroots. The voice of the membership is clear. We must respect the wisdom of our structures. Preserve unity. Our strength lies in our unity. Any leadership transition must strengthen, not weaken, our collective resolve. Confidentiality. This matter requires the utmost discretion. Internal processes must remain internal. ZANU PF has always been guided by the principle of serving the people of Zimbabwe. I don't know about that one. The current alignment across our provinces reflects the maturity of our consultation mechanisms and the genuine confidence of our membership in leadership that embodies our liberation values. The direction is clear. The provinces have spoken. The party must listen. So that this is the account that has been penned down by retired Lieutenant General Winston Sikauke Mapranga. So, okay, from this account, this is the faction of retired General Chiwenga. There are many actually accounts that post on retired General Chiwenga that I have verified according to my level of understanding of information. Now, from the look of things, it's quite clear what I have always said, that behind the scenes, there is a lot that is happening that we don't know, that we are not aware of. This account shows above any doubt that the factional tensions in ZANU PF are still ongoing. What we saw happening before the ZANU PF actually voted for the illegal constitutional amendment bill number 3 and passed it into law with Emerson Mnangagwa sealing it with a signature. But this passing of the new constitution has actually exposed a lot of mistakes in that particular bill, because a lot of acts that were already aligned will now have to be redone, which means the process on its own is highly costly. And guess which money they would be using? They will be using the taxpayers' money. So according to Sikauke, he is of the opinion that they have been crisscrossing the provinces doing consultation. Do we see this consultation being private? He refers to them as internal consultations, and all 10 provinces agree that there has to be continuity, the continuity that unites ZANU PF, and that continuity is none other than retired General Chiwenga. That's according to the statement that he has written. So it's a testimony in some way that what I have been saying, that there is a lot that we don't know that is being carried out behind the scenes. And also he has called for party discipline, for people to be disciplined within ZANU PF. You know, at this point, the faction of Chiwenga and also the faction of Emerson Mnangagwa have this common ground. They understand, because the opposition appears to be at its record low in terms of responding. It was supposed to manipulate this period, especially if it was united. But because the opposition is not united, and also ZANU PF understands that people of Zimbabwe are tired. they have failed the nation for the past 46 years. Both the faction of retired General Chiwenga as well as the faction of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa understand this reality within ZANU PF. And the thing is, they don't want the people of Zimbabwe to actually take this struggle and collapse. Because if people can arise at the moment, if there is genuine opposition, in fact, if there is forceful opposition, not the opposition, the current moment does not require anyone to speak of, let me say, to actually be a soft political personality. The moment that we are in at the moment requires action. And the ZANU PF, I can tell you, it is at its record low. Even some members of ZANU PF understand that they need to be rescued. But there is no opposition political party that can effectively. I've told you that most people in ZANU PF, they are just chancers. Let's just have a change that is people-centered. You will see them shifting, goalposts so very, very fast. It's people who are in ZANU PF, some of them, because they are given this is called what? This chicken, fried chicken that is sold in Zimbabwe. The last time I tested it, it was tasting so bad. The standards are so very, very low. You would think that is far away. No, I've been in Zimbabwe just recently. The situation is deteriorating. Even this water that we buy from the shops, it doesn't taste like mineral water. I can attest to you, everything is going down. People are angry. People are tired. They are lacking a leadership that has the quality at this. At the moment, I don't want to lie to you. There is no opposition leader at the moment that people can pin their hopes on. Trying to actually position themselves to the other faction of ZANU PF, it is because of desperation. It is because of desperation. But I've always said that, I'm skeptical I'm skeptical of any factions in ZANU PF bringing the change we want, although there are promises. But promises it's not something that we can really rely to as a society. But however, because the other faction is talking about maintaining the constitution, that is why there is some hope amongst the Zimbabweans that at least if it can stop Mnangagwa, because we don't want the constitution of 2013 to go away. And also, we hope it's genuine, their fight for the constitution. They are also with the people in that regard. If the constitution could be protected, if also the status of Zimbabwe being a republic could also be protected, I can attest to you that that is what many who are pinning their hopes to the other side of the faction are hoping could actually happen at the moment. Because, when you are tired of a certain situation and you just so wish that if I can maybe get something new, even if it will trouble me, but then we will find a way of dealing with it. Mnangagwa hasn't actually led this country for so long, but people are already tired. Zimbabweans are tired. They just so wish if they can be anything that will just take away this current status quo, or if there is any element of ZANU PF that can defeat the current. Some people, they are so, I think it's stupidity to say, someone would come to this channel and say, do you still believe in your Chiwenga? It's not my Chiwenga. I'm giving you the analysis. If I say you stand a good chance to take over from Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, it doesn't make him mine. Get a life. If I present the facts and they happen to favor a certain side of ZANU PF, it doesn't mean I'm part of that. I'm just presenting the way I see things. Unfortunately, some may not be liking it. I don't have to do what people like, but I have to do what I think is next or is the truth. Sometimes Some things may not be understood by people who are looking at the now. But some of us, we focus in the future, that what exactly is the possibility. So, in my view, that is the possibility. I strongly and firmly believe there is still work that is being done. Of course, privately so, and there is still factional tensions. And the fights that we saw, people, of course, even the counterintelligence of ZANU PF, especially Emerson Tambudzo Mnangagwa, is trying to give an impression that Cape 3 is a done deal, and because we saw the parliamentary process and the parliamentary outcome that was mainly influenced by money, not even by genuine organic support, but it was influenced by money. And you think that actually, no, the other side was defeated because of that incident, then you don't understand the politics of Zimbabwe. But the truth of the matter is that they are still internal battles. It's not yet over. So before I go, let me actually invite you to go and like or follow, in fact, subscribe. You call subscribe. My page on YouTube is called Hlonipani Ncube, and I'm doing the gospel music. I'll be releasing my extended play. It's called EP album on the 11th of August, so you don't want to miss it. And of course, the live recorded videos will be actually aired on this channel on the 11th of August. And the time is 8 a.m. in the morning, the Central African time. Thank you very much for giving me your ear. If you're watching us for the very first time, please don't forget to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Okancubu Mhlabane is signing off. Also to remember, the album can be streamed on all digital platforms. Already it can be pre-ordered. Is it Spotify? Yeah, just keep on checking all digital platforms. And if you don't know that I also sing, you can also check me, their albums that I have done. This would be the third the third album, but this is an EP. The complete album would be coming soon, with God actually being my helper. Okancubu Mhlabane signing off. Let me love and leave you.